As altas velocidades nas competições de Fórmula 1 contrastam com a segurança que a categoria oferece. Desde o projeto dos carros, passando pelo desenho das pistas e suas áreas de escape, além de equipes médicas altamente treinadas para o caso de um resgate. Essa forma de gerenciar o risco traduz perfeitamente a proposta da Allianz, sempre preocupada com a segurança das pessoas. Por isso, a Allianz é uma das principais patrocinadoras da categoria. Primeiro nos carros da equipe Williams e hoje parceiro de segurança da principal categoria do automobilismo mundial.
E como é que é o envolvimento da Allianz com a Fórmula 1?
So when Allianz started its engagement in Formula One, we looked at it from the safety side because Allianz is very closely linked to risk management and safety. And what we saw is a sport that has achieved a very high level of safety, even if the cars are going at high speeds, and so it's seemingly dangerous. On the other hand, the construction of the car, the construction of the tracks has led to a very high level of safety for the drivers. So we were fascinated by these possibilities in this high performance sport, and we said, okay, we can use this to make safety an interesting topic to the general public by referring what is safety in Formula One and then comparing it to normal road cars.
We first got involved in Formula One in 2000, so that's 10 years ago now. And back then, Allianz had gone through these huge acquisitions. So in the 80s and 90s, we had acquired lots of companies around the world, and people just simply did not know who Allianz are, even to recognize the brand. And then secondly, didn't know like what are we doing. So using something like Formula One, a platform like Formula One, which is in, for example, this year in 17 countries, whatever, I think about 4 continents, that it's unrivaled. So you got to really reach your target audience over a very, very long time frame. So we got to communicate exactly who we are, raise our awareness levels, but more importantly, we got to address a topic that's very, very close to our hearts, because we have 50 million motor insurance customers around the world. And basically with Formula One, we can link it to risk management and road safety, which of course is our business. So it's not just a sponsorship, but it's a credible partnership. So that's exactly why we did it.
I like this idea about this risk management, because in Formula One we have exactly the place where the people are managing the risk, the high risk place.
Yeah, and it's really, really crazy, because if you look at like these Formula One cars, like they're going crazy speeds. Even the safety car, when it's called out, it's going, I think it's around 280 kilometers an hour. And you know, like that's still extremely fast. And they're there to, like the safety car, for example, is trying to bring the risk, or to reduce the risk and bring everything back to safety, like making sure that everything is okay. And that's what our business is, you know, and so it's all mixed together. You know, road safety. So if your insurance company is telling you to wear your seatbelt, people, particularly the younger male audience, which is generally the target audience for road accidents, they're not going to listen to an insurance company. And I think using the backdrop of Formula One and the, you know, these guys who are really respected, you know, in driving, in this, you know, driving world, then, you know, using them as the backdrop is really a nice way to communicate the message. And we did a road safety campaign earlier on this year with Nico Rosberg. And because of course Nico appeals to, you know, to the young male audience as well. And we had Nico in Brazil last year, and he was doing a lot of safety things for us. But we recorded a TV campaign which will actually be aired in Brazil. And Nico is talking about, you know, the effects of drinking and driving, and the effects of speeding, and the effects of not wearing your seatbelt. And he has some very compelling information on that. There are implications if you don't wear your seatbelts. And in other countries you can take 1 drink or 2 drinks, and then in other countries there's 0 tolerance to alcohol and driving. So what we are trying to do with the AZT is to try and really, to focus on what's going on in each individual country and to work with the road safety authorities in the country as well as the governments, and to just really, so that it's not just an insurance company, because an insurance company cannot do this on their own. You need to have, just like in Formula One, this 360 approach to things.
Yes.
So that's what we're frantically doing.